Hello and welcome to another release of our Video Influencers Guide. I'm joined by Ali again to help work through these top 5 winners in the sales education category. Now this is actually the first time that we've ever done this category. So Ali, tell me why we decided to have a sales education category this year.
It's kind of funny. This has actually been a hang-up we've had all 3 years we've done this guide, so I've worked on it since the beginning, and we'll have these really great agents come through the pipeline and they're creating amazing content, but they're not specifically for consumers. They're not in the category niche, and we're not sure where to put them. So that's why we decided to create this sales education category. We saw so many great agents, so many top producing agents making these really specific videos for real estate agents, especially new real estate agents, people just starting out, things that they would be tackling on their own. They're helping them really guide them through this process. And I love all these top 5 candidates. You're gonna see a lot of great people on this list, and it's would have been remiss to not have them in the guide. So
well, it definitely would have been remiss to not have them in the guide, because one of the things that we see them doing is elevating the industry. Right. A lot of them are educating on video and educating on best practices for social media and educating on how to be an effective marketer in this space, which we love because it really is. It's bringing the standard up, and it means that they're training our next round of video influencers.
Absolutely.
Which that is a perfect segue into our number 5 winner in our category for sales education this year, Jeff Fitzer from Arnold, Missouri. I love it because he really is passionate about video and teaching agents how to do video in their business, which of course gets us happy.
Absolutely, and if you're not a member, I'm sure you might have heard of it. He has a group that he helps with called Lab Coat Agents. And so he's running a ton of webinars, video webinars on these groups, talking to other agents, bringing up topics that are really frustrating to agents sometimes, how to handle if a buyer's being, challenging in the process or things like that. And he's also, making it really fun and live is the most intimidating type of video that you can do. So for him to consistently be doing that type of video is really impressive.
Yeah. One of the other things that we really love about Jeff is that he really is a practitioner of simple video, right? It's someone who he's doing a ton of video content. He understands the power of being more human, and you see that play out in his video content in the way that he is constantly just bringing value to agents and teaching them how to level up their game. So great job, Jeff.
Definitely check out his tip video too, because he has a cute little addition to it that you're definitely going to want to see.
I saw that one as well. Again, simple video.
Humanizing simple video, yeah.
Yep, love it. Our number 4 winner in our sales education category is Loida Velasquez from California. Now, Loida was one of my favorites in this category. Number 1, because she just has a great personality. Right. She's doing a ton of value. Really, what it's like to be a real estate agent. Kind of a day in the life stuff. She's also doing tips and training, like tips for running a great open house. But one of the favorite things that I saw about Loida is the high engagement she's getting on her YouTube videos. Thousands and thousands of views, which shows that she's really providing value.
Yeah, Loida really is a YouTube queen. She is so great on that channel. Her thumbnails are beautiful. She's also amazing on Instagram, and she's just creating great usable content. I think a lot of people know to go to Loida. She's a big name in the industry, and she's somebody that's taught them some of the first things they learned in real estate, because they're searching these topics that she's writing about. So I am super excited to bring her back. She was a 2017 video influencer, and then we had the challenge with needing people who only created content for consumers. So having this new sales education category, it was a no-brainer to bring Loida back, and she's a great face to add.
Yeah, well, and she really is elevating the industry.
Yep.
Which is such a fun thing to see. She's getting tons and tons of engagement on her videos. She does Q&As on some of her videos, which again, really, really great way to make sure that she's providing a ton of value, and people keep coming back for it. So great job, Loida. We're so excited to have you back again, ranking in our sales education category. Number 3 in our sales education category is Neel Dhingra Dhingra from Reno, Nevada. Now, Neel has some really interesting content that you should go check out. He did an interview with Tom Ferry. He did an interview with Gary Vaynerchuk, and he is doing such a great job at really educating real estate agents to just bring up the industry.
Yeah, he's actually even a mortgage officer. So it's really cool to see his variety of content. And he's creating things on, you know, not only the sales education category, but you'll see community videos and tips on using videos. So just a really big variety, almost one of the people who kind of inspired this category. We found Neel, we were watching his videos and we're like, but where do we put him? You know, and this category came up and it seemed like a perfect fit for him. So I think it's really cool what he's doing, and I'm really impressed that he's able to do it.
Yeah, well, and he's providing a ton of education in a variety of areas. He's talking to agents about the industry. He's talking about doing video. He's talking about social media. In fact, one of the videos that I loved that jumped out at me again was just cleverly titled, and it was titled, "Don't Be Creepy on Social Media." And he really gets into how, you know, how social media is like one of the places, it's one of the early steps, and that you can't expect, you know, to propose marriage on the first date just the same way you can't expect someone to work with you from, you know, one comment on a social media post. So we love to see what Neel is doing. He's really putting a ton of effort into just elevating the entire industry.
Let's watch that video on how to not be creepy on social media.
So now you must adjust the way you communicate with these people. It's more of it, like it's kind of like a dating process. You don't necessarily want to close on the first, you know, interaction. You know, I kind of think back to when I met my wife. If I went up to her and said, "Hey, do you want to go up to my room and get," like, it wouldn't work, right? Like you cannot close on the first call. So what it is you're setting up a relationship. Let them communicate the way they want to communicate. Talk about anything, and then when the time comes, you're the person they trust. You're the person they want to work with. So that's what I found the most beneficial with the content, is by putting it out consistently, people just feel like they know you, trust you, like you. Then 8 months from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, whenever that time comes, or it could be 2 days from now, their friend is talking about it, you're the person that comes top of mind.
Coming in at number 2 in our sales education category is Bryan Casella from Huntington Beach, California. I absolutely loved checking out Bryan's content because he's himself.
Yes.
I think that so often in the education side, people can fall into trying to be a little too polished and a little too formal. And Bryan is just doing a really, really great job of providing a ton of value, and not just on, you know, real estate education stuff. He's going into and talking about motivational stuff and really inspiring people and kind of positioning himself as a coach, even though he's still selling real estate, and he's just being himself.
Yeah, Bryan's another one who was in our live category or YouTube category in 2017, and we were able to bring him back in for this exact thing, and he was a Bombcast guest. He was one of my favorite episodes. We should link to it. You should definitely watch it because it's so valuable what advice he brings in that episode. And another kind of cool thing about Bryan is he has like a little niche with fast cars, you know. He's always posting videos about that. So it's not just showing his real estate side, he also kind of brings in his personal things, you know, things that make him him, and that's why people love him.
I also really love how he has different content for different mediums, which is a really important strategy. And even on his Instagram, he's still, you know, providing value and education for real estate agents, but he does it more of in a funny way. Like, if you go check out his Instagram, he has videos of him like pretending to be on the phone in a tough situation, and he's still providing that education, but he's doing it in a lighter, more funny, more Instagram appropriate venue than necessarily, you know, putting a 50-second silly video on YouTube. So he's doing a really great job at providing providing lots of value in lots of different spaces and picking the type of content that's most appropriate for that medium.
Yeah, and cold calling is one of his favorite topics, and he actually addresses this and why he handles it and what his tips are in his tip video. So I would definitely recommend skimming through the guide, finding Bryan, and watching that tip video.
Yep, which is one of the things that we love about this guide is that we're not just ranking the winners. Most of our winners have recorded tip videos so that you can hear from them, you know, what strategy they're using, how they come up with content, how they decide what to post. So there is a ton of value in actually watching those tip videos. So you're gonna make sure that you want to download the guide, click on that link so that you can really check out what our rankings, what our winners are saying and the value that they're providing you. All right, our number one winner in our sales education category is Kyle Whistle, another agent out there in California. Congratulations, Kyle. We're so excited to see you in this category. Kyle was one of our speakers at Rehumanize, and I got a chance to interview Kyle at Rehumanize, and he was one of my favorite interviews for sure because he's so passionate about real estate, and that comes through in his videos.
Yeah, he also was a great speaker at Rehumanize. I thought I got some of the most information out of his talk, and it's kind of funny because his talk was about how to get the most use from the squeeze. So he has a team of videographers that work for him, and he is constantly creating content, and not just sales education content. He's making community videos, consumer education videos, sales education videos, BombBomb videos, and it's just a really easy fit for him to be in that sales education category because he has so much knowledge on this. He's one of the original people who started using video in real estate, and he's coaching people on how to use video in real estate, but also how to use email strategies in real estate, and just really interesting different topics that somebody who's killing it is giving you that information on. So
well, Kyle is running a really, really successful team as well, the Whistle team, and I love the commitment that he has to education, even though he's still running a successful team. You know, he's still selling real estate. I follow him on social media. I get to see, you know, the more human side of Kyle in the video he posts with his daughters and his family and all of that. But what I love, and really the reason why he's ranked in this category, is the depth with which he is educating agents. You know, he has a whole series that he actually just finished posting, probably before he even got, you know, ranked in this category, but the 6 C's of video, right? Really diving into video. He has a video on the disc profile, and he has videos on, you know, some of the complicated things that real estate agents come across in the transaction. Like, he really is committed to providing education to other real estate agents for their entire career in a really, really broad, effective scope. So
yeah, he also has a Facebook group that you should definitely join called The Whistle Way, where he'll himself and Bryan Kochi, who is his videographer, will talk through any questions you have about video in real estate. You can post your videos and they'll give feedback. It's a really awesome group. I'm a member of it and I love keeping tabs on it. So definitely join it to get some more specific tips on using video in real estate from Kyle.
We love it. Well, Kyle, again, really is one of those agents that is just going above and beyond with his video strategy, but especially in this agent education or in the sales education category. So congratulations, Kyle. We're so excited to have you coming in at number 1 in the sales education category. So again, you want to make sure that you download the guide so that you can check out their tip videos. You can have all of the ranking there. We really feel like we've provided a ton of value in the guide, which is why we do it.
Yeah.
We do this guide because we want to be a part of elevating the industry and providing value to you guys. So thank you for joining us as we announce these winners. Click the link to download the guide, and we hope to see you maybe in our next Video Influencers Guide.